Right, we're going to do a big nest box, a 10-incher. So, 10, 20, 30, 39, 39 plus 15 is going to be 54. And then, last but not least, I got my 4 1/8. No, 4 3/8. Time to cut that board. All right, so step 1, we're going to take the front side of side 1, side 2. This one's our back. Okay. Side 1 is going to go like this on the back, not like that. It's going to sit on top of the back. I'm going to take a measurement that is 2 inches from the back on the bottom. And my side is going to stay 2 inches. So it's going to be right on the edge, not like that, not up there, right on that 2 inches. The other side, I'm going to measure down 1 inch. And put a little mark. And I'm going to measure down 1 inch. And put a little mark. So I've got 2 1-inch marks. Now I'm ready to go. Easiest way to do this. Take them, put them together, make sure it's not like that, make sure it's not like that, totally flush. Now it's going to wiggle like that. You really need someone to help hold it, but it also helps to take your other board and just set it sideways underneath it, and that gives you a little table that you can set stuff down on. You got to make sure, though, this hasn't moved up or down at all. But you still got it lined up right down there. We're going to put 2 nails in, the back to the non-moving side. One of the things you could also do is you can set your board down on the table. You can get your nails started in the board and then you can stick this board underneath it, up here like that. And get it to work. So I have 2 nails in the first side. 1, 2. Second one, this is going to be my moving side. My moving side, I'm going to put a nail here and then one from the front there. Line it up. Only 1 nail from the back into the moving side. And it's got to line up with that little mark I made, that 1-inch mark. There we go. 2 nails into the non-moving side, 1 nail into the moving side. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my front. This one's the moving side. This is the not moving side. I'm going to put 2 nails into my front piece to the non-moving side. I'm going to put 1 nail into the moving side, right where my dot is. My little mark is right there. I'm going to put just 1 nail in from the front. You'll probably find you have to hold the nails and guide them as you hit them. With some practice, you won't need to. So the front of your box, we have 3 nails so far. 2 into the non-moving side, 1 into the moving side. Let's put the bottom in. People want the bottom to fit in like this. It will not fit in like that. It will, however, fit very nicely like this. And I try to put if you cut those off, totally optional, but if you cut your corners off, I try to put those to the non-moving side. And because I like a nice nest box where things fit and look good, there's my line that goes across there. This is flush, so that's level. This is level. When I close that, I'm going to make that as level. It's not going to be perfect. I'm going to make it as level as I can. So now I need to put my nails in to keep this. You want 1 nail from this side, 1 nail from this side, and 1 nail from the back. You could do 2. That's fine for each of them, but you need at least 1. So I'm going to put in this nail first, and then this nail, and then the back one. I am not going to nail the moving side. So this is the not moving side, the back, and the front. Here's the one from the front. If you have enough nails, feel free to do 2 on each one of these. I'll do 2 on this one. And then I'll just do 1 in the back. This is tricky because if you put it too low, it's going to stick out the bottom. If you put it too high, it'll go into the nest box. So you got to put it just right. You can measure this, you can eyeball it. So that did not come out here and did not come out on the inside. So I'm good. In fact, I've got no nails out on the inside. So looking at the inside of my nest box, there's the bottom, here's the back, here's the moving side, and then there's the bird ladder on the inside. Once again, that bird ladder is totally optional. You don't have to make the bird ladder. It's nice, but you don't need it. I didn't give you instructions on how to make it. If you have a miter saw, or excuse me, a chop saw or a sliding miter saw, you can just score the board with that. Once again, have an adult help you. It's a tricky cut. It's not as safe as a normal cut. But if you could get one or two in there, it's fine if you don't. I just do it because I like it. All right, to do the top, I'm going to hang that over the edge of the table. I got my workbench. If you aren't doing this on a workbench, if you have another box or something you can put underneath it, you could do that. It's hard to do this when it's just like that. So if you can support the other side, that's ideal. And you can, anything you can find that won't break. The little piece of wood, a can, something like that. I'm going to go off the edge. Now, don't nail, which one's your moving side? This is my moving side. Do not nail your moving side shut. I'm going to put a bunch of nails in this one. I'm going to do 2 here. These are really hard because I got to make sure I don't put them too far forward or too far back. And then I'm going to put 2 nails here. Now I've got a knot right here. We're also going to put 2 nails from the back. So I've marked where I want those nails to go already. And I made sure they're going to line up with this piece of wood down here so I don't nail them too far forward or too far back. That's kind of why it's nice to mark those. So I'm going to very quickly put those nails in. And the 2 nails in the back, put one there and one there. Also making sure that I'm going into the wood. I'm not going too high or too low. For these, it's actually easier to kind of hold it up or even hold it off the edge of your work table. Remember, don't do this on a dining room table or a countertop or something like that because you could chip them and break them. So, when we're all done, the back has 4 nails, 5, 6 altogether. Only 1 goes into the moving side. The non-moving side has 2 at the bottom. That's it. No more nails in the not moving side, so we're at 8 nails altogether. The front, 2 at the top. 1 is going into the moving nail side, and 2 at the bottom. 1 goes to the bottom, and you could do 2 here. And 1 goes into the not moving side. So now we're at 10 nails altogether. There are no nails on the moving side. 11, 12, 13, 14 nails because there's 4 on the top. And once again, no nails on the moving side. The moving side only has a nail here and a here. 1 from the back and 1 from the front. All right. Good luck with your nest box.